Chubby Cherub, TOSE and Bandai, 1986. Hello, my Heavy Metal Gaming Show fans and friends. We're up to Chubby Cherub here. I do have to preface this episode, though. Give you a little disclaimer. I've already done this. I've already done this episode. I did this episode and the next episode, which is Circus Caper. I actually played through both of these already today in preparations to produce these episodes. But when I was done filming them, my SD card that held the videos, this footage, fried. So I lost both those episodes. Luckily, it wasn't a whole lot of time, but it was something that was like, I was ready to start, mixing these down and baking these and putting these online. But, so I'm doing this again. I'm playing through these again, so I already know what I'm in for. I already know the ratings I've got in mind for these. Maybe this will be a little different. Maybe this will feel a little different for me and you. I'm not sure. But the reason behind that was the camera I'm shooting with, this camera right here, only shoots for 25 minutes and then stops. It's kind of an older camera. The technology at the time, I guess, couldn't hold a lot of content at once. So after 25 minutes, it just says nope and shuts itself off. I ran an issue with both the previous episodes of Chip and Dale, where I get to a point and at 25 minutes in, it just cuts. And I have to get up, start the next 25-minute stretch of time. And what I'm afraid is going to happen is I'll be in some game really intensely at 25 minutes. It'll cut out. I'm in the middle of like a boss fight or something. And it's going to be a bad cut. It's going to be a bad edit. And I'm not going to like that. So to avoid that, I thought, you know what? I'll just use my phone. I'll just use my phone. And, because phones nowadays, technology is great. They shoot 1080. So I thought, okay, I actually went out and got a tripod mount for my cell phone. Mounted on the tripod. Shot both these episodes. And near the end of shooting Circus Caper, the next episode, the phone just stopped filming and said SD card removed, or SD card not found, whatever. So I was like, okay, I maybe it ran out of space or something else happened. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So went to get the content off of it, can't find it. There's no card to be found. I've even taken out and put in one of those, USB card reader things. So it's not just the phone that doesn't read it. It's just the card is not. There's nothing to read. So something got fried in there, probably. Luckily, there was nothing else on the card I really cared about, so, I didn't lose anything. And luckily, I have another SD card that I've already put in my phone to replace that one, because I've just got SD cards laying around, apparently. But that's just kind of the disclaimer I wanted to give you. It's nothing about the game itself, really. It's just kind of what's going on, behind-the-scenes stuff people might be interested to learn about and hear about. So, the technical things we've ran into in terms of the camera running out of space after 25 minutes, I'm trying to correct that. I guess, it's probably about time maybe get a new camera anyway. Maybe. I don't know. That's a conversation for another time. But anyway, Chubby Cherub here. Let's jump in and see what we got. Actually, I already know what we got because I played this already. But let's jump in and do it again. And I'll kind of maybe make this even better than it was before. Now that I know kind of what's happening and what's coming up here. So, Chubby Cherub. Actually, I did just notice this, though. I'll try not to make a lot of things like I didn't notice this last time, but I'll try to make this natural. The cursor to select one or two players is just a little square. Like you figure they would have done something with that, made it like the heart or the character's face or something, but nope, it's just the character. Stage 1, part that guy's face. So it's kind of like an arcade game, basically. It's the kind of style you'd see like an arcade game. You put a quarter in, you just play for a little while, and scroll left to right, and collect things for points, collect things for ammo, avoid the bad guys, and that's kind of the gist of it here. If you push B to jump and hold it down, you actually can fly like I am here. And at the top of the middle it says power, that's how long I can fly. And then below that there's the GAU, that number there is my ammunition, which I actually don't have any right now because I have skipped picking up a few things. But I can actually throw projectiles to, I won't say kill, but to incapacitate the dogs, which would be after me. But yeah, I mean, it just plays like a side-scrolling kind of, mid-80s arcade game. Means similar, I hate to say similar to Mario Brothers, because it's really nowhere near as good, of course. But it's just that thing, left to right, pick up some power-ups, avoid the bad guys, and that's really about all you gotta do here. And it just goes level by level, left to right. Yeah, I got killed. I also want to note that whenever the dogs bark, that projectile they shoot is actually just the letter B. Like, it's just B for bark, and that's what they're shooting at you. So, I don't know if that was supposed to be a placeholder or just a joke because it's just funny, that's what they shoot. But I just thought that was interesting. I got killed again, damn it! Whatever. At least when I get through the first part to show everyone what it looks like. Okay, there we go. That's a little more acceptable. Oh, geez. Come on. Just let me get through the one part here. Okay. I know there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, I've already kind of explained what the game looks like, what the game does. So here's the... hopefully the end of this level without dying. There we go. So I found this guy in the building. So if you see here where it says stay at the top, says stage 1 part, that guy's face, that's just the character you're supposed to find at the end of that segment. And of course you get points for all the food, back when points mattered, right? Well, the rules are made up and the score don't matter. Okay. One thing I noticed, you can just fly the whole time. I mean, I pick up enough stuff in the sky where I can sustain my power level to just keep flying, and I avoid all the characters on the ground. So it's really kind of simple, actually, but that's kind of the way the mid-'80s games were, and the arcade-style games, things like that. Really simple and straightforward. So here at the end of like the segment, it says stop on the right side, which means I can't go forward until I collect enough stuff off the screen to move forward. Some other games, I won't say at the time did that, but other games later on would do something like that. Like Double Dragon comes to mind. Double Dragon, you get to a certain spot with enough bad guys on the screen, you'd have to defeat them all to move on. That's kind of the same principle here. You can't just keep flying and never stop to interact with any of the obstacles. The only thing I'll say here so far that I've noticed, it's just kind of slow. I mean, you don't really move too fast. You just kind of cruise along, and it is what it is. Okay, so here I'm at the end of the level again. So as okay, second one I picked up. As you open these candies around the windows open up. You gotta find the character inside. So I found stage 2 part that guy's face. So I found that guy's face. So stage 3 part kitty cat face. I think it's a kitty cat face, right? Yeah, let's see what we can do here. So now in this level, they kind of up the ante by putting flying characters in here, so I can't just really hover over everything the whole time. I do have to kind of see what's going on. Alright. Still making progress, though. Okay. And the GAU, where it says GAU 7 up top in the middle right now, that's my ammo for when I shoot things, like my hearts. But I'm not sure what the GAU stands for. Like, I know what it represents. It represents my ammo, but what word is that? I'm gonna guess maybe it's an untranslated word. Nothing else really makes sense in my mind, at least, for a word that would represent your ammo or your power. Maybe I'm completely mistaken and there's a really obvious word I'm just not thinking of. So, I mean, this just is what it is. I mean, it's not much change. It's just avoid the animals on the ground shooting their woofs and barks and stuff at you. Avoid the birds, and let's get this guy. Ooh, there's something new. Ah, man. Blew me up. Dude was throwing bombs at me. That's something completely different I hadn't seen. What happened here? I don't even know what happened there. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm guessing I need to get to the candy in the middle, but since it's black, I have to just guess. Because I don't know where I am or how I'm getting where I'm at. Okay, I'm done. I see what they're doing here. It's just a little time-consuming puzzle, pretty much, to get back out to where I was, but anyway, like I said, it is what it is. It's an arcade-style game, side-scrolling. You know, just avoid the bad guys and keep yourself safe. Collect points, collect food, all that good stuff. Personal note: I don't think I ever played this as a kid. I don't think I remember anyone I knew had this or played it. So not a lot of memories to associate to it, really. And like I said, I did play this like an hour ago, the first time. I did not get up to this screen, so did see a little bit more here at least. So that kind of shows me there's much more to see sometimes. But yeah, nothing else to really say about it. I give it a 5. 5 out of 10. I mean, it is what it is. It's okay for what it is, I guess, for that era of gaming. It just is that kind of side-scrolling arcade style of game. Controls are all fine. Nothing weird about that. The only thing I would have hoped to see different was maybe see the game move a little faster. I mean, that might just be the way I like playing games, is seeing things get done faster and move along faster, but your character's moves kind of slow for what it is. So that's about it. Up next, we got Circus Caper. Like I said, I've already played that one too, but we'll get through it just to get through it because I have to do it again. So like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.